my god, main 5 desserts, alcohol will just be coming out. Feel the confidence. Today's scent is Invite Only by Kayali. I get enough cherry notes from this, but it's really nice. I love it. It has this wish vibe to it. You guys know Huda Beauty does not play, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. Please stay. Today I just wanted to quickly come in here and talk about social media pressure. I don't think anybody needs any explanation about like what social media pressure is, how it shows up in our daily life, where it comes from, like, involved one way or the other, either as consumers or as producers. Social media pressure is realer than we actually think it is. Those things that we see and we just say stuff like, I'm not affected, but then one thing will happen and you just realize that probably are affected, probably got into this pressure, got dragged into the whole situation. So the first thing I have to say about navigating social media pressure in 2023 is pretty much the fact that you don't have to hop on every single trend. We live in such a fast-paced world. There's a new trend every single day. If you want to keep up with trends, you will just die. Every day there's something new happening. There's a new outfit style. Something is always coming out. Everything that's coming out, we want to, participate, we want to have, we want to wear, we want to do. This thing is literally everywhere. There are trends about fashion, relationship. Like, people don't do relationships now based on how they feel or what they want. Now based on what's trending. This is how people are doing it. This is what they are saying. I feel like we need to take steps back sometimes when we are trying to keep up with all these things and really ask ourselves, like, do we need to do this? So the second thing about navigating social media pressure in 2023, right? Remember that nobody is posting the bad days. Okay, I know some people post themselves crying, some people post themselves being in traumatized situations, trying to be like real. But for the better part of social media, nobody is posting the bad days. Social media is a form of entertainment. So if I want to be entertained as a consumer, I'm interested in the good days, the happy days, the things that take me out of my ordinary experience. That's more of what I want to consume. If I want to consume bad days, I have enough bad days by myself already. So like, I don't want to consume more. Especially there are people that are obsessed with bad news. Once something bad happens, their page is the first to carry it. They're always interested in other people's downfall. That is a different sect of human beings, but generally people would prefer to consume this feel-good lifestyle, right? And that's what most people put out because that is pretty much what it's for. So like, when you come online and you see that every time somebody posts, they're posting like happy stuff, they're posting this larger than life lifestyle, they're posting the Chanels, the Gucci, this one, that one, just remember that nobody's posting the bad days when they cried, when they sweat, the days when work is terrible, and the days when the process to make the money to live that lifestyle, right, is not even appealing at all. Only thing you're seeing is the good life, day on a yacht or in a helicopter, next tomorrow private jet, but you're not seeing the background. You don't even know how some of these people got these things that they're showing you. Take it easy with yourself when you're consuming all this feel-good content and you feel like nothing is happening for you, or it just generally feels like you're behind. Next thing I want to say, and it's really connected to like the previous point I just made, is that people are winning both online and offline social media. Like, I feel like there's this weird concept that if you did not post, it did not happen. It's just this weird concept, but it's almost as if nobody sees your posts on social media, if nobody sees what you did, nobody acknowledged what you did on social media, then it didn't happen. No, people are winning both online and offline. Like, literally, people win in silence. Like, there are people who are raking in the trophies, but in silence. They're just not social media people. They just don't post. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with like posting wins or posting things that like, make you happy or feel like an achievement to you. No, it's just there are people who don't care to post, who don't know, they don't even understand why they need to post. The fact that somebody is posting doesn't mean they are winning, and vice versa about not posting or not winning. Don't try to make it look like if you don't have something to post, or because you've not posted, it means you've not won, or your win is not as big as other people's own. Or like, there's just this pressure that comes with like, oh, should I post, should I not post, is it good enough for posting? It's too much. It's too much. So the next thing I want to say about navigating social media in 2023, right, is to consume everything in moderation. Literally, we live off social media these days and we have no idea how bad this thing is for us. We have no idea how bad this thing is for our health, for our mental health as people. We have no idea how much it affects our daily lives. Like, I'm saying this because like, this whole algorithm thing, right? Basically, social media algorithm pushes to you what it detects that you are interested in. That's the way I understand it. If you consume a certain type of content, the algorithm is going to recommend continuously this content to you. I think sometime last year I had just come across the whole manosphere, that's what I'll call it, and it's basically this sphere of the internet, this podcast sphere where men just sit down and they discuss issues and this and this and this, and they talk about, I mean, there are also women that have these podcasts as well. But basically all this, I had just discovered it sometime last year, right? And I watched like a number of them because the information was so brand new to me, like it was fascinating to me. I spent quite some time watching those videos, and what I realized is that those things just started to like pop. And at first, it was fine because I was interested in this topic, right? I wanted to see what they were saying. I wanted to be up to speed with what was, happening in that sphere. Then I started realizing how toxic some of that content is and how it started to affect me as an individual, because they'll say some things that you can relate to as an individual. There's a way they talk about some of those things. And when somebody is just talking, they're just talking, it feels like they know what they're saying. It's not always like that. But then before you know it, you start to internalize a lot of these things, start to feel like some of these things are actually true. And in reality, it's not. Before you realize that this is not really the reality, or it's not even your reality, maybe it's their own reality, but it's not your reality, you would have gone so deep in it will take the grace of God to bring you back out of that place. Basically, consume everything in moderation. You might think that, oh, it doesn't matter how much I watch it, what matters is if I internalize it. That's what you think, until your subconscious starts to mess with you, then you will know. The next thing, these days, everybody's looks living, everybody's luxury, everybody's a luxury babe, a luxury guy. Nobody is on a budget anymore on social media. Lifestyle, all over the place. I'm here to remind you that it's still okay to be on a budget in 2023. Okay that you still have to count your coins. It's okay that you've not blown yet to the point where you don't need to check the price of things. It's okay to still be on a budget. It's still okay to go on budget trips. It's okay to go to budget restaurants. It's okay to shop from budget websites. It's okay to wear budget clothes, budget jewelry, live in a budget apartment. If you're not there yet, then you're just not there. You're on a budget, my darling. Stay on your budget. Stay within your budget. And this leads me to the next thing I want to talk about on social media. There's this whole thing of splitting bills. Bill splitting has now been criminalized on social media. It's that bad now. If you want to split a bill, if you go out and you want to pay for what you ate, is now a crime. It's now looked at as uncool. It's now looked at as you're being somehow. Hey, we've gotten to the point where if I don't want to pay for your meal, or if I don't want to pay for part of your meal, I'm now the evil one. If I want to pay for just what, like, that's what I ate. I probably looked at the menu when I was ordering and I was like, oh, this is what I can afford to pay for today. This is what I can afford to pay for today. And that's what I'm going to pay for. If I decide to split the bill with you equally, it's okay. You should even thank me. But like that, I want to pay just for what I ate and it's a problem. Please miss me with that. Some people will order. They will order like 3 starters, main, 5 desserts. Alcohol will just be coming out. You with your 1 cocktail and your main dish, maybe a dessert. They'll not be telling you, oh, let's split the bill in half. Let's go into the next thing I want to talk about social media, and this is the over-romanticization of solo lifestyle. So I would rather travel with the right company. Very important. I would rather travel with the right company than travel alone. But that's me. That's my preference. There's also people who would rather travel solo than with any company at all. Good, bad, Huckleberry Hound, it doesn't matter. They would prefer to travel solo. That's fine. But like these days, I'm seeing an over-romanticization of solo travel. You get what I mean? It's almost as if it's being put out there like, if you don't know how to travel solo, then there's something wrong with you. Or if you can't travel solo, then there's something wrong with it. And it's not even just with traveling, it's with everything. If you cannot go on solo dates, there's something wrong with you. If you cannot live alone, there's something wrong with you. If you cannot do things alone, and like, it's crazy because that's not even normal. Like, we're social beings. We were created to be social beings. We were created to socialize. We were created to interact and have connections. I feel like we got to this place because of how the world has become. Like, the world has become so bad and toxic that people would rather just lean to themselves than, open up with people, form relationships. But to say because somebody prefers to do things with people, there's something wrong with them. Again, you guys miss me with that. This over-romanticization of solo lifestyle. Solos is good, but like in moderation. Not to the point where you start feeling like people who don't do solo things are abnormal. I think we need to redefine abnormal, because this is definitely not normal, and the pressure it's starting to put on people and to change people's minds and to, make it look as if having connections or having people is a bad thing. Please do. Like, no. You need to filter information very wisely. Not everybody that is talking or yapping or has a huge following or is influencing people, right, actually knows what they're saying. And this goes for like a lot of things. Pastors, because these days pastors have now become relationship influencers. Pastors, relationship coach, TikTok inspirational people, podcasters. Oh my god, how can I forget podcasters? Jesus, podcasters. Not everybody that has a huge following, right, actually knows what they're saying. Not everybody that like is influencing people, right, is actually doing what they say. Or they don't, if sometimes they don't even believe what they're telling you. They're just telling you because that's probably what you want to hear at the time. It massages your ego. You need to learn to filter information wise. It's not everything that everybody that you like says that is correct. Not everybody is correct all the time. Like, the person is talking and maybe in the moment that is what feels correct to the person, right? So they just say it. Maybe they didn't even give it too much of a thought. It just came and they said it. You will now take it because, oh, this is my favorite YouTuber. Oh, this is my favorite. Oh, this is my. You now carry it and go and apply in your life. Then your own will just scatter. The way to scatter. Anyways, you need to learn to filter information wisely. Not everything that everybody says is 100% correct. You need to take the good out of what people are saying. Learn how to filter information. Like, because in this day and age of social media, the information is in your face. Even when you don't want to see it, even when you don't want to listen to it, algorithm, you must receive that information. Whether you like it or not, you must receive it. But you don't always have to. That's just the point I'm making. Learn to filter the info. So the next thing I wanted to say about navigating social media in 2023, right, is you need to remember that social media is legit a business. Like, it's a source of income for some people. It's an only source of income for some people. So like, when you see that someone is showing up on social media all the time, right, it doesn't necessarily mean that like they have all this time to do this social media, or they're not busy with other things in their lives and stuff like that. It's just sometimes this is a business. It's a source of income for some people. So don't look at it and be like, oh, I need to show up on social media the way this person is showing. But then you're just showing up for showing up's sake, when the other person is literally getting paid for showing up. Again, this goes back to like consuming social media in moderation. Some people are on social media a lot because it makes them money. You don't have to be. If it's not a business for you, there's no reason why the most part of your day should be spent on social. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative and helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about navigating social media in 2023, and I'll see you in my next video.